Hello, everyone. Welcome to this new video on bold reports. When tracking sales data for businesses with large volumes of transactions, relying on unstructured data can be overwhelming to track performance and gain insights. Without organized sales reports, monitoring key performance and identifying trends becomes challenging. Creating a well-structured sales report helps present data clearly and concisely, making it easier to organize your data and visualize trends. In this video, I will show you how to create sales reports in an RDL report in the Bold Reports Designer. This technique works for both web and desktop report designers, but I will use the web version for this demo. Let's get started. First, I'll create a new report in the report server, naming it Sales Reports. Next, I create a data source using the SQL server and name it Sales Performance Data Source. Since I already have the database details as a connection string, I use the advanced option to enable it. Next, I use none as the authentication type as the connection string already has credentials. This button connects to the data source and launches the query designer. I name the dataset Sales Dataset and switch to code mode because I already have an SQL query. I enter the query and click Run. To see the values retrieved from the database and displayed in the preview area, I click Finish to create the dataset. Then, I create a dataset named Year Dataset, using the existing data source to display the year values. Before adding reports, let me add a header. I enable the header area. Add a rectangle that acts as a container for the text. And resize it. I change the background color to enhance the look and feel. To add the header text, I add a text box inside the rectangle and label it Sales Analysis. Next, I format the text by changing the font, color, size, weight, and vertical alignment. If there is extra space around the text, resize the text box and rectangle to adjust it. Now, the header has been added. Next, let me create a year parameter to generate reports for specific years, providing flexibility in viewing and comparing sales data across different years. I start by selecting the parameters icon in the configuration panel and clicking on New Parameter to create a new one. In the parameter name field, I enter a year, since this will be used to select years in the report. For the prompt, I also entered year. And in the data type field, choose integer. Then, assign values by clicking Assign Values. Selecting the query to add available values for the parameter. And setting the dataset, value and label fields. In the default value, I choose Specify. And enter the years. Click OK to save the parameter. Next, I need to add text boxes, charts, and a table to display sales details. I add text boxes to the design surface. Assign values to the label text boxes. And format them. I assign their corresponding values. And format them. Next, I add a column chart to display the top 5 countries by sales. In the Data tab, add the sales field to the Y value section since sales data will be visualized in the chart. Then, drag country to the column section to visualize the sales based on different countries. I filter the country column to display the top 5 countries in the column chart. I apply some basic formatting to the chart data label settings. And enable the Show Data label. And disable Use Value as label. Next, open the expression dialog in the label property. Add the expression to dynamically display sales values in millions or thousands. And save the expression. Then, I move to the chart area and format the color palette. Changing the custom color, title text, and chart's position. Next, I add a bar chart to display the top 5 products by sales. In the Data tab, add the Sales field to the Y value section to visualize data in the chart. I drag the product name to the column section to display various product sales. Filter the product name to display the top 5 products in the column chart. And apply some basic settings to the chart. Then, I add a pie chart to display the top 5 countries by order volume. In the Data tab, add the order ID orders details to the Y value section to display the order volume. Next, add the country to the column section to display various countries. Then, filter the country column to display the top 5 countries in the pie chart. I also format the pie chart. Next, I add a column chart to display the top 5 companies by sales. In the Data tab, add the sales value to the Y values. And add company name to the column section to visualize sales in each company. I filter the company name column to display the top 5 companies in the column chart. I format the chart to enhance its look and feel. Finally, I need to add a table to display product sales details. I add a table and the necessary columns. Then, add the product name, quantity per unit, unit price, unit on order, and units in stock as headers. And format them. I assign their corresponding values in the data row. And format them. Then, set groups to the tablets so that the values will be grouped based on the selected field. I choose the table cell. Click Details in the Row Group section. And open the Grouping dialog box. Here, I change the name to Product Name Group. And group by the product name to display related rows together, making it easier to categorize data. Then, save the changes. Since the value must be displayed in currency format, I select the unit price and change the format to currency with 2 decimal points. Once the values are assigned to the table, I make some changes to enhance its appearance. I select the header row and change the font family, weight, background color, and color. In the same way, I format the value row. Now, everything is ready to preview the report. I switch to preview in the top panel. You can see the sales reports displayed in text boxes, charts, and the tablix data region. In this video, I have shown you how to create sales reports in an RDL report. The link to the blog used in this tutorial is in the description below. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to click the like button and subscribe to our channel to watch more videos like this. Thanks for watching.